Hey guys, how's it going? How's everybody's days happening? We are Weeze and Wilson, and we're about to go spill the beans. So this is Luisa Abela, and I'm Mark Wilson. And what we are is lifestyle entrepreneurs and business consultants. So what we try to do is help other people run successful businesses so they can live that lifestyle of their dreams. Okay, guys? So what we're going to do today is be breaking down some awesome facts about mindset. Louise will go into that in detail in a sec here. But anyways, guys, if you guys see any value within this video today, please like this, share it with anybody else that can, also see value. What we're looking for is to basically just share the digital movement and digital freedom with as many people as possible, so everyone can gain that global prosperity, right? So, anyways, let's dive into this thing.
Yeah, guys, how's it going? I hope everybody's doing well today. So today we wanted to talk a little bit about your mindset and how it works against you or for you. But I think the first thing we need to talk about when it comes to mindset, because when you want to start something or change something in yourselves, you have to make a decision. So, and you have to have a desire. So you have to have a desire, you have to be committed, and you have to have a goal. So I think all these things work exactly together. So you might be asking why do they work together? And I think it's because having a desire will bring you clarity. So, and clarity will also help you commit to a goal. So that's kind of the first step to desire. And this all works with your mindset. So you need to get your mindset in the right place before you can actually make a decision to change something in your life. Do you agree, Mark?
Oh, 110%. Like what you said there, like your why, like why you're going to go do things, what this is going to do to your life, how is this going to affect people inside your life? Like all of those kind of attributes is so key, because if you don't know why you're about to do something, the likelihood of you doing it and then being successful at it goes down like tons, right? So if you're just like, oh man, I see a bunch of people like doing this online business thing, I think I'm going to try it out just because other people are doing it. The likelihood of you succeeding at it is probably pretty low, because it's going to be low on your priority list, and that's just where it is. And your mindset will then prioritize things and really push you forward. Because if you're enthusiastic, if you're pumped up, when you think of something and you're super excited about it, well, most likely you're going to be driven to do that every single day. You're going to get addicted to it. And that mindset right there is just going to be so key. So exactly what Louisa said is the first thing you got to do before you do anything is have clarity on the reason why you're going to do this. If you're just going to go like, hey, I'm going to go play basketball with the boys, and that's where your mindset stops, well, guess what? You probably won't be as successful shooting those 3-pointers if you didn't be like, hey, I'm going to go win every single game against my buddies today because I'm a boss. You know what I mean? I'm going to sink every shot. And if you go to the basketball court thinking about that, the more you're so much more likely to be able to be successful then, because you gave yourself a reason why you're going to go do something. You now have emotion built up, and that's where your mind frame is. You're not just going to go willy-nilly about it. You're going to go win. You're going to go do a specific task. And when you go into it with that clarity, with that, structure in your mind, you're going to be successful, right?
But yeah, 100%. Nothing is going to happen until you make a decision. When you make a decision, your mind will start to focus on how you can achieve that, not how you can't. So it all comes down to making a decision, knowing exactly why you want to do this, and committing to what it is that you want to do. And your mind is such a powerful tool. It controls everything. Now, whether you believe in the law of attraction or not, whatever it is you believe in, it's just a fact that your mind controls everything. It's for example, you're at home and you have a headache, and all you can focus on is, I have a headache, my head really hurts, and then realize this, notice this, when you start shifting your mind to something else and you start doing something, all of a sudden your headache's gone. And you're like, oh, I don't have a headache anymore. Then you start thinking about your headache and it comes back, and it's like, shit, my headache's back. It's kind of the same thing. It's exactly the same thing, You have to You have to shift all the negative thoughts and make them into something positive. It's really hard sometimes to do that because sometimes you're thinking, oh, how can I do that? My life sucks. Like I'm broke. I can't live this lifestyle. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't travel. I can't buy a house. I can't buy a car. But that's your mindset, because all you're saying is, I can't. If you shift that to, I am going to buy a house. I will buy a house. I'm so happy now that I have bought my house. Your mind is going to start shooting off these like neurons, kind of. Is that the word, neurons?
Neurons, you're good. You're good.
I'm good.
Right on the nail there.
And you're going to start noticing the shift in yourself, and the results just start pouring in. It's so amazing. Has that ever happened to you, Mark, when you're having a really shitty week and your mind is just not focused on what it's supposed to be, and you get zero results, and then you change your mindset and you're like, okay, I'm on it again, and all of a sudden everything changes around you?
I actually used to have that like on a month-to-month scale, which was bad. And the reason being is because I would never analyze my life until the start of the next month. And some people don't do it until the end of a year. And that's why you always hear all these people make new goals, resolutions, all those type of things at the beginning of years, because you guys look back at your years and you're like, oh shit, that wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. Oh, I missed out on all those type of things. And then you make these big prolific goals and you fall short of them because they're so big and you don't do any stepping stones to get them. But anyways, I regress. Like I was saying, I used to have month to month and those things happen. I would wait until the beginning of every single month to kind of analyze them. And I would talk to you and I'd be like, Luisa, man, like I had this horrible fucking month. I did not hit any of the goals. Things aren't going good in my life. I'm not loving these things. Yada, yada, yada. And then be like, you know what? I need to flip the switch. I got to do this. Like, I got to make these, transformations. I'm writing new goals. I'm sending them to you. I'm making new routines. I'm doing all these different things to make sure that I'm holding myself accountable and being fluid with it. And then instantly, within 2 days, I start hitting all these new goals, all these aspirations I have, all these things that I didn't even touch last month. And literally, I have all the exact same tools in front of you. I'm doing all the exact same things. It was just one key component. And that was just my mindset change. Shifted to being focused on more of what I wanted to see happen in my life. And I would wake up every single morning doing those things, being focused on them, and telling myself I can be successful.
Oh, 100%. And I think a really good way to do this and to make sure you stay accountable to reaching your goals and being committed and changing your mind shift is you can get like an accountability friend, for example, and you can check in with this person every single day to make sure that you are doing everything that you say you're doing. And don't pick somebody who's just going to sugarcoat shit for you. Be like I am with Mark. He tells me, I don't know if I feel like doing this today. I'm just like, get your shit together, Mark. Just fucking do it. And that's it. There's no sugarcoating shit with like, and that's what you need. You need people to just be honest and be truthful with you, because it's going to help. Another thing I really like to do to shift my mind and get it in the right places, I like to get a pen and paper. And don't do this on your laptop or your phone. Actually get a piece of paper and a pen and write. And start a sentence off with, I am so happy and grateful now that I have bought a dream house. I am so happy and grateful now that I make $20,000 a month. And just go crazy. Just go crazy. Why should you go crazy? Because writing creates feelings, and feelings create emotions, and emotions create actions. So it all ties in together as well. And it's just so fun. Imagine it's just like you have a checkbook and you're writing checks to yourself. And every time you're giving this check out to the person, you're like, oh, yep, I just bought my house. I just bought my car. You're just creating this world, like this movie kind of. And it's really fun, even because sometimes people don't really know what they want. When you put a pen in your hand and you start writing, I am so happy and grateful now that, and you continue the sentence, all of a sudden you just start remembering the stuff that you want, the stuff like how you want your life to be, what you want to buy, what you want to give, because it's not all about taking things. Sometimes it's just really amazing to give stuff. I'm so happy and grateful now that I can retire my parents, now that I can send them on their dream vacation. It's really fun. I really do recommend everybody do this once a day. Do it for the next 30 days and it will become a habit and it will change your life.
It's huge. It's so funny. And actually, Tony Robbins says that you'll never be successful until you start doing things outward. So don't make every goal for yourself and all these different things. Like, you should have obviously selfish goals, because in the end of the day, if you're not paying yourself, if you're not feeling rewarded inside, then you're not going to like push yourself towards it. But you will never be successful until your goals tie up with helping other people and helping other people achieve, and how you can give prosperity to others. And I think that's so key. And it's funny because what Luisa was saying, because me and her will talk and she'll already be done. She'll close her book because she's got a little diary thing that she writes in every day that she puts in all her goals, her dreams and everything, and then she'll close it. But me and her will be talking about different things and throughout the day, and all of a sudden she'll be like, you know what, I got to write that down. And then she'll go open it back up, because that's where her mindset is. And because now she's talking about other things, it's just, that's where she started her day. That's where she started her mindset at. And that's where her mind's just going to keep going back, because she set the tone in her day that is what she was going to do. She was going to achieve things. She was going to have success, and she's going to achieve all these fun, amazing things to help herself and other people. And her mind ties everything back to it. And that's crazy, because if she wouldn't have started her day with writing down in a journal, do you think that she would have like come up with a goal just because her and me were talking about? No way, right? Like, it wouldn't happen. But because that's how she started her day, she has the tone set, she's rocking, she's gonna hit that. And so many people just don't go through a day with having any goals or anything like that. And that's where the like morning routines like are so key. And that we all have morning routines, regardless if you know you have one or not. My old morning routine was, press snooze as many times as I possibly can. And, pour myself some cereal and watch some Sports Center. Obviously a really, really great routine, because I'm starting my day not wanting to do anything. I'm procrastinating right away, pressing snooze. And then I just do the bare minimum until I went to work. And that was a really poor routine. I had that for many, many years. And I got that because my father, his routine was wake up in the morning, put on Sports Center, make himself bacon and eggs. Now, he was willing to make himself a better breakfast than I was, but that's where I got that down from. And I never changed the tone, because he started his mornings like that. I started my mornings like that. Why wouldn't I? Why would I think anything different? But it wasn't getting me where I wanted to be in this world. So it's all about kind of like changing the tone of when you start your day. So Luisa, why don't you tell them a little bit of like some good routines that they can start their days with that will really help elevate their minds?
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you how I start my day. I wake up in the morning, obviously, and before I look at my phone or I do anything, I meditate. And for the people that know me know that I'm huge on meditation, and it is something that has completely changed my life. So what I do is I took pen to paper, which I'm huge about as well. I love writing stuff. It just feels more authentic writing it than typing it out. So I took pen to paper and I wrote out my story. So I wrote about every single thing that I want in my life, but I wrote it in the present, not in the future, not in the past. So I'm actually living this life. And it was a long story, but I recorded it and I put some meditation music in the background. And every single morning when I wake up, I put it in my ears and I listen to it. So already that sets my mood. So it puts me in this amazing mood, because I'm playing this movie in my mind about my life, about what I want and how I want it to look. So for me, it's waking up, meditating, and then after I meditate, I do say what I'm thankful for every single day. So I'm thankful that I'm alive, I'm thankful that I'm breathing, I have a roof over my head, I'm healthy, I make good money, that kind of stuff. And then that's when I kind of start looking at my emails and my messages and start working. But that's kind of the way it works for me. Obviously, a morning routine is going to be different for everybody. I like to work out as well, but I'll work out later in the afternoon. I'm just not one of those people that can wake up and work out. I need time to get into that. But that's an amazing way to start, because it's programming you to be in this amazing mood because I've just played out the movie of my life in my head, and it's amazing. If you know my life movie, it's amazing.
That's awesome.
I can't wait for it for it all to come true. Already parts of it have come through, so there's the next 50% that has to happen. But I've got no doubt it's going to happen like anytime.
That's so awesome, and that's amazing that like you took the time to invest into yourself, and I think that's a lot of people don't do is take that time to invest into themselves and their future. They just play it so much day to day, and that's what those routines and everything are. And like one thing like me came from a little bit different industries and kind of mindset. When I was starting, like, trying to build a routine, build myself up, I was at a really low place in my life. I didn't really think a lot of myself. I had a lot of like depression issues and, self-worth issues basically. And I think like a lot of people suffer from that. And some of the big things that really helped me was not only that, but giving myself permission within that to be able to release those negative energies within myself while I was meditating and everything. And then going to give myself affirmation afterwards. So I would look myself in the mirror. I know this sounds really, really stupid and really like, weird, but you would look yourself in the mirror and you tell yourself that you deserve success or you are like amazing, and you would say that until you believe yourself, and you look yourself in the mirror in the eyes until you do that. And now I'm telling you to do this, okay? If you don't feel like you can be successful, you don't feel like this is like anything in life's going right, and you have a lot of negatives, there's always positive in it. You just have to lead through it, all right? And the things that you're putting yourself down about, they're not true, because they just aren't. You're an amazing person. And I'm telling you this right now. Everyone is, as long as they're willing to accept that fact and, go forward with it. So all you have to do is just tell yourself and really believe it. Don't just, say once, you're amazing, Mark, and walk away. And like, put real effort and say it from your heart, because it has so much meaning to it. And when you start telling yourself these things, it really does change how you go about things. You just have so much more confidence at that point in time. Because I used to go, like, say, like my first ever webinar I ever did, I sucked. Okay, guys, I prepared myself so much for this. Like, I spent like 4 or 5 hours watching different webinars, preparing myself that I had all this information. So I had all this knowledge. I was prepared, but I wasn't mentally prepared. And I went into this and I stumbled over every single word because I doubted myself. I thought I sucked. I thought I was going to suck. I didn't think I was ever good enough to do this or anything like that. And I had sweat like just pouring down my business partner's Kellen. He was just like watching this webinar, just pissing himself laughing that because he talks to me on a daily basis. I wasn't the human being I was. But because I let my mind get the better of me, I failed. And then I said I'd never let that happen again. So I told myself, and the next time I did one, which was months later, I wouldn't let myself do it right away, was that I was going to prepare myself mentally. And I was like, you're going to do this great. I didn't care about the knowledge. Knowledge meant nothing to me. It was all about my mindset. I shifted from knowledge to mindset, which I think a lot of people don't. And when I shifted to the mindset and prepared myself mentally, I was like that. And if you guys see any of my webinars now, I'm smooth. It's easy for me to talk in public. And it's just because I mentally prepare myself every time I'm about to do something in front of public people, because I know the importance of that, right?
Yeah, and like you're saying, like you can say like, oh yeah, I'm amazing in the mirror, but just saying that, it means nothing. Feeling it is what's going to elevate you to the next level. You have to remember, guys, it's just as easy to do something than it is not to do it. The only difference is not doing it is never going to propel you to the next level. So you just have to make that decision to commit on you and to invest in yourself and in your self-worth. Once you start shifting the way that you think, oh my God, guys, I wish people would take this seriously. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes I just want to shake somebody and just go, Jesus, just stop saying that about yourself. Stop saying you can't, because you can. And people are like, oh, but I want to buy like a house, but it costs $1 million. How am I going to get the money? Whatever, it's none of your business how you're going to get the money. You just have to believe that you are going to get the money. Just believe it, feel it, let the emotions like come out of you, let them ooze out of you, And I swear, guys, like once you really like you master this, you do it every single day. I do it twice a day. You know, I meditate first thing in the morning, and the last thing before I go to sleep, I'm lying down in bed. I put my headphones back in my ears, and I'll listen to myself talking. I know it sounds really weird. You might think, well, she's really into herself, but she likes to hear herself.
Narcissistic is what comes to mind for sure.
But it's not. It's my own voice saying my own story. And they say that, you know, what you think about last thing at night is what your subconscious is going to remain thinking about throughout your sleep. So if you're thinking all these amazing thoughts, that's what your subconscious mind is saying, okay, so this is really happening. She really is like spending a month in Bora Bora. She really is living in this dream house. So it's all about like letting your subconscious mind take over, because your subconscious mind doesn't know what's real and what isn't. So it doesn't know that I'm holding this pen. I could be thinking about holding a pen, or I could be holding a pen. Your subconscious mind can't separate the two. So that's why visualization and feeling and emotions is so important when it comes to your mindset.
Totally. It's so true. And actually, Shane Trump just made a comment kind of about what we're talking about. And just because you're setting goals and you don't hit them right away, they're not for you to get to. They're for you to grow to, right? And you don't just like magically happen. You will have to have some alteration to who you are. Like we're saying, you gotta like grow your mindset. You gotta grow different aspects, skills, all that type of stuff. So when you guys are thinking about goal setting and whatnot, definitely you guys always have to grow to them. The person you are today has got you this far in life. If you want to hit those other aspirations that you have to continue to shift and grow in all aspects. Just think of yourself as a porch plant, right? So you put this plant on your porch, okay? And you know, sometimes you get rain, sometimes you get sun, all right? So you can either just leave that plant out there and just hope that it gets enough sun and rain, or you can actually like nurture it and take control of it and actually give it what it needs every single day and make sure that it grows. And I feel like so many people in this world just leave your mindset, your goals, whatever that you guys have, your aspirations on the porch, and you just hope that it happens, not growing towards it. And that's the thing. You can't just hope and wish that something's going to happen. You actually have to take action, grow, learn, build skills, and then you can get somewhere.
Yeah, because it's those decisions that are going to push you forward in life, right? And then, like you said, just because you set a goal doesn't mean it's just going to happen straight away. You know, it's the little things that are going to compound after time, like after some time. So again, it's a compound effect as well. You know, so you need to do little things every single day, and then after like a month or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, however long, then it's all going to come into fruition. So, you know, it takes time as well.
For sure. 100%, guys. So we will touch upon this mindset on another date as well and continue to expand on it, because obviously, you know, just a few minutes on mindset is not enough, guys. But what we want to see you guys all do is take what we've said today and like put your own spin on it, use it for yourself, use it to help you grow to where you want to be. That's what you guys should always be doing. Whenever you guys watch something, don't just watch it to watch it. Utilize it. Have a pen, have a piece of paper in your hand, and write out what you're taking from these things and how you can put everything in in your daily routines in your life. There was a very smart man that I was watching a seminar about, and he said at the very beginning of his seminar, he said that every single piece of intellectual information that you listen to, that you watch, that you go attend, you just always be trying to implement something. If you can take one piece out of every single, whatever you're listening to and you're putting through your mind, you can just take one thing from each one of those and implement it in your life, the amount of growth that you'll have is exponential. And then you'll just become such a huge beast of success and mental fortitude that nothing can stop you guys. So anyways, I'll let Luisa have the last thought, but if any of you guys think that anybody can get anything from this, please, like this, subscribe to it, share it to everybody. That's what we want to see happen. But I'll let Luisa have the last thought here.
yeah, so, you know, like Mark said, I hope you took something out of what we spoke about. You know, it's a very short time to go into detail about mindset and setting goals and stuff like that. But what I would do, if you know, if I was listening to us, what I would do is I would really get a pen and a paper and start writing out, I'm so grateful now, and just, you know, just go crazy and do it every single day and focus and feel it, you know, and start to implement these little things in your life that will eventually, it's like, start compounding, and you will start seeing these amazing results. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this this little video, and like Mark said, share it, comment, tell us who you are, where you're from, you know, contact us, add us as friends and say hi. We'd love to hear from you. Yeah.
All right, guys, take care. Thanks for joining us today.